Yo, what's up? What's up? What's up? It's your boy, Pastor Ron, on a amazing Saturday evening, which culminated in a big time 2-1 victory for Manchester United. Come on, come on, come on. Let's get the energy. Let's get the energy for the boys. Listen, our boy Diego Dalot out here with a big time goal to rescue 3 points for us and our new offensive force. Scotty Holland over here sitting here and scored another goal in order for us to get a 2-1 victory versus Sheffield United. This kind of, I warned you guys. I told you guys this week, we are on our way to a top 4 finish. So this team came out and got the big 3 points and was able to go forward in order to begin our quest for a top 4 finish. Now things get real. Things get real because next week we play Manchester City. But it's okay. It's a derby. It's a time. It's a chance for us to play our rivals, and we're gonna hope for the best. But we're not gonna talk about that negativity right now. We are gonna focus on this Saturday. Great day of football. Happy to be back after a couple of weeks and the international break. What can I say about this team, man? It was early on. Sheffield really took it to us. They really sat here and tried to get us on the ropes. And Sky McTominay had a penalty that gave him a goal in the 34th minute after he scored a goal in the 28th minute. And they really took it to us. And, we survived. We survived a victory, no mistakes by Onana. He looked kind of shaky, but it wasn't bad. Listen, 3 points is 3 points. That's more than I can say for many teams in this chat, and that was in the EPL. Like I predicted to you guys, Arsenal was a fraud. They are a fraud. They sat there and they drew, and they're so freaking lucky to get that draw against Chelsea because the stupid keeper, the guy's named Sanchez, some crap, Lopez, I don't know the guy's name. The freaking guy sat here and gave the ball right to Declan Rice. To his credit, had a big time goal in the corner to start it off. And once he scored, the energy turned up, and they were able to get a 2-2 victory. So they dropped 2 points. Man City won, Liverpool won. We'll talk about that a little bit later. But let's talk about Manchester United. All right, guys, I gotta stop the cap. I gotta stop the fake energy. We're in trouble. I still think that we are going to be at a place where we compete in each and every week. I think we're at a place where, because of the bad teams, the bad teams in this EPL, that are out there, I think we're going to be able to sneak into a top 4. But if we are talking about overall performance, talking about, the quality that we expect out of Manchester United, it wasn't a good performance. Bro, you realize Sheffield has 1 point. 1 point on the entire season. They just got slapped by Newcastle, bro. It was like something crazy, like 8-0 or some dumb amount. Yeah, 8-0 by Newcastle. So you're going to sit there and tell me that these guys are going to sit there and talk junk, take it to us, be on the front foot for a good chunk of the game against Manchester United? Are you going to tell me that we were only able to scrape 1 goal in the first half on a broken play by McTominay? Are you going to tell me that the only reason why we were able to salvage 3 points was because of a fluke goal by Diego Dalot? Is that what you're telling me, guys? Man, we in trouble, bro. I stand by what I say. We're going to finish in the top 4. We're going to find a way to sneak in. I really think we're going to find a way to get in. Uh, the pool didn't look that strong today. Um, Arsenal is Arsenal, etc., etc. I don't know how we're gonna do it, but I think we're gonna get fourth. Worst case scenario, fifth in the EPL. But it's bittersweet because what's gonna happen is after we get the top four, we're gonna sit here and then hear how good this coach is. We're gonna sit here and say how gritty this team is, and they were playing for the coach. How this and that about this team, and they'll give Ten Hag a contract extension. Like this is Ali all over again. That every time things look bad, every time things look crazy, they were able to find a way to get a victory. But at the end, we know how it's going to end up. That the coach that's here is not good enough. That the team hates the coach. Is not playing for the coach. Is not playing at a proper level, and a lot of it has to go with coaching. So I'll be a fool to sit here and talk about top four. We got 3 points. Everything is back, but it makes no sense how once again we struggled against a horrible team. Sheffield is at a historical pace of being one of the worst teams in EPL history. And in the first half, they actually outplayed us. Don't give me this crap about injuries. It's not injuries. First of all, most of the guys who are on the pitch are Ten Hag guys. Who are we missing? A left back? That's fair. But all these other guys are guys we brought in. I mean, Martinez, okay, other big cog. But at the end of the day, guys, we're playing Sheffield United. So why are we sitting here struggling against this team? Why are we sitting here having a difficult time putting passes together? The issue, once again, is our midfield. We can't, guys, listen, we can't sit here in all seriousness and expect our team to be a serious team, to be taken seriously, if our main offensive threat in the midfield is Scotty McTominay. I don't give a rat's behind what he does in international play. There's no reason why Scott McTominay should be our main offensive threat. Folks said Casemiro was too old. He don't look that strong. Casemiro is out. Ten Hag boys there. Mr. Company guy, I bleed red for Manchester United. I do whatever the coach tells me to go. That type of guy. He's a garbage pail, prideful guy. All that crap. All that crap. That guy is in the midfield playing CDM. And we're sitting here with the team where we have guys like Lindelof, who can't win a header. We got McTominay, who's actually a CDM, as these are the main guys going forward trying to create offense for our team. These are the guys. Meanwhile, Rashford is getting no help. Haaland, you know who Haaland is? Haaland, whatever the guy Rasmus is. He's that guy. He's like Erling Haaland, the guy on City. He's Erling Haaland, the same type of guy. You see how folks say Haaland needs the right midfield to get right service to do what he's doing. Not saying that he won't score, because he did score without Man City, but he's dependent upon his midfield to create chances and get him the ball. It's the same thing with Rasmus. Guy has skill. The guy looks like he's a gamer, but at the end of the day, if he's not getting proper service and getting put in the right direction and right places, he's not going to score. He can't create goals. He's not CR7. He's not Harry Kane. He's not that kind of guy. He depends on having a solid midfield and a team around him to get him the ball in the right place so he could back into these players, hold the ball up, and do what he has to do in order to get to the thing. And I'm not making excuses. It's just play styles. If you put Erling Haaland on this same team, he'll be doing just as bad. Not saying he won't have any goals, but he won't be as productive as he is currently on Man City. Point blank, period. And a lot of it is due to the midfield. I don't understand what happens to Bruno when he gets back to Manchester U. I don't understand. The guy who's creative, the guy who's, put up all these numbers in international play is doing nothing. Again, no assists. Outside of that game against Burnley, when he scored that volley, what has he done this year? Mr. Captain, Splinter? What has he done this year? Like, I don't understand. Is it coaching? Is it just pressure? Is it that I don't care to be here? I don't get it. Maybe. And granted, I don't watch Portugal's games like that for me to say. I look at highlights and look at things on YouTube to see how well he's doing. Maybe he's doing the same thing. He's an opportunist on Portugal's side. Like, he's sitting here doing nothing, bro. We had a midfield of McTominay, Fernandes, and Amrabat. That's it, bro. Mount came on late. Eriksen came on for subs. First, I don't understand how the first sub off the bench is Eriksen. Mr. Iron Man himself, with a robotic heart and all. He's the first guy off the bench. And the guy we bring in, our big signing off the summer, Mason Mount, is sitting there coming here in the 80th minute. What is this, guys? What am I watching, guys? The frick? What is this, guys? I don't get this, coach, man. I want to be positive, but I'll be a fool to sit here and say, hey, all of our issues are fixed. I'll be an idiot to sit here. I've had the same feeling I had after our last game against Brentford. We sat here and got the win, eked something out. Great story, great feeling, great highlights. But at the end of the day, there's a lot to be desired. So it's to the point, should we even celebrate wins? Because we know the more wins we get, the more it's going to justify this coach being here. We can't have this guy with another transfer window. We can't. We can't do this anymore, guys. I can't do this anymore. Playing dead football. That first half was hard to watch. Where these guys were not afraid of us. They were the aggressors. First time they pressed all year. First time they played with 4 in the back as opposed to 5 in the back all year. They weren't scared of us. We scored it. We scored, and these guys went right back down the pitch. We have all this fake energy. Like, we get all this possession, but in the final third, there's no quality service. There's no good shots. How many really good shots, like decent buildups, did we have? We had a bunch of possession in the second half and a bunch of defenders and CDM sitting here taking long shots outside the box. Nothing. No pressure. No nothing, bro. And a bunch of guys just diving on the pitch trying to draw penalties. Martial came in, a lot of energy, poor quality. Like, I don't know. I don't understand. And everybody gets subbed out but Bruno. And you're going to tell me this guy doesn't have favorites. You're going to tell me that this guy is a quality manager. Everybody gets blamed for it but Bruno. He's the golden boy. Even Rashford. And I don't want to hear international break. Bruno was on international break as well. So it's like he can't take out Bruno. He's the captain. He's the captain. Cut the crap. Bruno's the problem. So this week we play Copenhagen in Champions League play. I would love to see Bruno sit out. I would love to see a midfield of Mount, Amrabat, Eriksen. Frick that. Put Haaland up front. Pick out a hat before you want in the back. I'm assuming Varane's going to play because Johnny Evans started. Johnny Evans is 78 years old, so he can't play twice in a week. So they had to split. And let's keep it a buck. Varane is not that far behind him in the nursing home. Y'all saw Top Boy, right? They'll be right in that same nursing home. Freaking Johnny Evans and Varane. That nursing home that got shot up in Top Boy, it'd be the same cats be in the same spot, bro. So cut it out, bro. And I don't, and all respect due to this guy, Sir Bobby Charlton, who passed away. It's a big deal. Obviously, a Manchester United legend. But this freaking coach. This freaking coach sits here and talks about that this win honored Sir Bobby. No, it did not. This win had freaking Sir Bobby Charlton rolling around his grave. This did not honor him because this win was disrespectful. Cut the crap. It's sad what happened. Rest in peace, a Man U legend. But I'm not going to sit here and talk about. I'm talking about this win honored him. Are you dumb? That bull rolling around the grave, bro. He's looking down his team like, yo, he ain't even claiming his team in heaven. What the heck? An inspired team slaps up a team that has 1 point. Just lost 8-0 to Newcastle. That's honoring him. You dummy. Freaking donkey. Frick out of here, man. Yep, so Tuesday, focus turns on Tuesday. We play Copenhagen. Yo, let me tell you something. If we lose this game to Copenhagen on Tuesday, might as well just wrap it up, bro. Might as well. I'm telling you, it might as well be like, yo, Liverpool, we should catch a ride to the Europas together. I'm starting to set up Ubers and car service to the Europas. We're there next. And we play Man City on, I believe, Sunday. I think we'll also play Newcastle next week as well. So we got a tough stretch. We got a lot going on. So I'll be a fool. I'm not going to be one of those fans that is delusional and sitting here and saying, yep, all is well, we won. You can't tell me anything. We're in trouble. What else can happen to encourage this team? I think it boils down to the coach. Either A, he can't coach. This formation of having guys like Lindelof in the box creating offense is stupid for me. I don't get this. If you can't tell me a team with Anthony, Mount, Haaland, Rashford, Fernandes, a team with these guys, these 5 guys on their team needs to rely on Lindelof, Victor Lindelof, to help create offense. Scott McTominay, the guy you try to get rid of, to help create offense. Yep, you got my guy, Sancho, chilling. No home. Out here sitting in his car, eating lunch from out of a paper bag. Out here calling Uber Eats to the front lobby because he can't eat in the cafeteria. It's just nonsense, bro. Why can't I just be happy? Why can't I just be content and be excited about a win? Why must it be always some drama with this team? Why, Lord? Rest of the contest, we have Man City. They defeated Brighton 2-1. I'm surprised. Man City didn't look sharp at all. I thought they would just beat the brakes off this team. The second goal was a lucky goal for Haaland. It was a turnover that this guy gave the ball away and Haaland took advantage of it. But it wasn't anything like, the performance was not anything to write home about. I think part of the issue is, I think it's a lot like last year. I think Pep is trying a lot of things out, putting some people in there, trying different things, and once second half, maybe the last 15 games, they'll probably turn it up. I think when he looks at the EPL, it's just like last year. He don't take anyone seriously that could really win the EPL. So there's no urgency. There's no Liverpool that might get 97 points trailing them. They have to win every week. They could drop a couple of games. They could experiment. and then put their feet down and win the league comfortably. So I think that's what they're going through. That's the only thing I can think of, or just fatigue. Last year's run probably wore them down a lot. So that was interesting. Liverpool 2-0. Salah was out there playing, doing this thing, man. He was scored 2 goals, a penalty, and won in stoppage time. One guy, in terms of being impartial, one guy really gotta say I respect is Nunes, bro. Darwin Nunes. He really impressed me. Like, no complaining. When he comes on, he plays well. He plays solid. Scores big goals. Had a big assist to Salah. Last year Klopp said, "Yo, bro, you gotta learn how to speak English, bro." That's mad disrespectful. He said, "Yo, bro, habla inglés, por favor, man. No español. Yo, habla only English at Anfield." So Mendham went and got the Rosetta Stone, ESL type John, and he was able to learn English. He came to first day of practice. He was like, Klopp said, "Hola." He said, "No, hello, hi, my name is Darwin." Like, oh, okay. So I respect that, man. God shows a lot of character in that, bro. So big ups to him for that. So Liverpool won 2-0. Again, not impressed. I think honestly the most impressive team to me today over the past few weeks, and I haven't mentioned those guys, I forgot, it's Newcastle. Newcastle be on smoke. When they play these teams, they play on their front foot. They try to hurt these teams' feelings, man. I love that just aggressiveness. That's like old school Liverpool from a few years back. When they were younger, they had more pieces. Like when you used to play these guys like, "Yo, I'm gonna make you cry for mercy." They sit here and they play on the front foot, no chill. Like I said, Sheffield United 8-0. Today they played, I believe, Crystal Palace 4-0. Impose their will on these teams. That's what we have to do against these crappy teams. They're playing very well, bro. They're very confident. They got a home field advantage. They're playing very well. I really think that we may have the same top 4 as last year. Same 4 teams. And probably in the same order. That's what I predict, because I forgot Newcastle was on it, and they're playing very, very well. I to be honest with you, I thought they would take a dip because I think they arrived too early last year, but this year they've come and played really, really strong, man. I don't know how the whole fact of Tonali not being in, how that's going to affect them, but ultimately they're playing well. They're imposing their will. So I like what I see on Newcastle. Game of the week, though, Chelsea versus Arsenal. Arsenal does not impress me. The reason why Arsenal doesn't impress me, it's the same thing as Man U. Like, if you're going to sit there and say you're a big-time team, you talk about you winning titles, and you're going to chase Man City, you come out there on smoke. Too many times they sit back and try to rely on a comeback and rely on a late goal and here and there. Because this game turned on one play, was that turnover by Sanchez, right? Sanchez, Lopez, I don't know the guy's name, the goalie. That is where the game turned. Because by that turnover, it gave them life because they were dead before that. And it allowed them to then, a few minutes later, on a really good pass from Saka, sit there and have Trossard score a goal. I think even Mighty Mouse Arteta was trying to find some stuff because Raya, the goalie, was not playing well. And he brought in, instead of bringing Trossard, he brought in Smith Rowe. I was like, Was he just conceding the game like, we can't win this game, it's too high energy? But I think once, a little while after Homeboy scored, then they turned around and he came in and he plays on the left. And I'm not want to start no controversy, but he might be better than Martinelli. His production better than Martinelli. And I like, listen, bro. I'm not trying to start no controversy. I know Arsenal fans they have their panties in a bunch today because of what happened. But Trossard comes in, he scores a lot of big goals. He needs to start on that left. Listen, bro. Listen. I ain't going to start controversy. I ain't trying to start no problems. But what I'm saying is Trossard, when he gets on the pitch, he does well. He produces. So yeah, and we might have a little keeper controversy over at the Emirates, and I don't feel bad not one bit, because Mighty Mouse sat here, thought he's smarter than everybody, thought he's Pep Jr., want to create controversy and bring in a $20 million backup goal. Like, oh yeah, but Ramsdale is our number one, and we had Arsenal fans trying to argue with us. Like, Ramsdale was the best keeper of the last year, number one keeper. Look at the stats, buddy. So it's good to have two keepers. Like, nope, that's going to create controversy. And now I hear these same people like, oh, you got to drop Raya now because of what he did. No. If he's your number one, if you bring him in for 20 M's, let him go through his stuff. You don't sit there and drop your number one keeper off a bad game. That's not how it goes. You if you want to get mad at anybody, get mad at your coach for creating this controversy. Because as soon as he brought on Raya, he should have shipped out Ramsdale. Got some bread, because now Raya is looking over his shoulder. Now the question is all week, who starts for Arsenal on Sunday or Saturday? Because of all this. He's lucky Ramsdale just had a little seed. Because if not, it'd have been drama. And I love it, bro. Because I said that off in the summer. I said this is stupid. Unnecessary drama. But listen. Now that's a problem with football now, right? Everybody wants to be Allison and Liverpool, and have all these and Pep, to have these keepers who could play out from the back. But here's the thing, man. A keeper's primary job is not to pass the ball and initiate the offense. The keeper's primary job is to stop the ball from going into the net. That's Man U's problem. The Gia is a better keeper in terms of stopping shots than Onana. The only reason why he was so on Onana was because of the fact he, quote unquote, he's better with playing the ball from the back. What has that gotten for us? Him playing the ball from the back. Pause. What has that gotten us? So we sit here and talk about keepers. These coaches got it twisted, bro. Such a copycat league. What works in Man City, what works for Liverpool may not work for you. A goalie's primary job is to stop shots, not to facilitate the offense. And you're getting keepers who can't stop shots, but you bring them on because they can facilitate the offense. Now you got drama. Now you got keepers like Sanchez sitting here. Not the dancehall singer Sanchez. This guy Sanchez, who's the keeper for Chelsea, sitting here trying to pass the ball out, makes a mistake, boom, goal. Next thing you know, 2-2. But I told you guys, Chelsea's gonna beat the guy they should have. I told you, bro. No, bro. Listen, there's two things I know. What's the motto of this podcast? There's two things I know: God and sports, bro. I know what I be talking about, bro. So. Interesting game. Tomorrow is an American football Sunday. I don't care about the Giants. I don't feel like doing an episode. I don't feel like talking about them. There's nothing to talk about. They're trash. They're probably going to lose. I'm tired of losing. I just don't care. I am purposely not wasting my time nor my energy doing a Giants podcast. I will do a reaction podcast tomorrow as to how tomorrow goes on, and the rest of the day is a big game, Dolphins, Eagles. But I am not going to waste my time with this team because I'm trying to control my blood pressure. And talking about the Giants elevates it, and I'm tired. I am sick and tired of losing. I don't care. Giants are going to lose tomorrow. Daniel Jones might play. I don't care. We still ain't scored first half offensive touchdown. We ain't scored touchdown in offensive touchdown in 3 games. What are we doing? What am I doing here, man? On a Sabbath, getting my pressure up. Nah, bro. not I. So yeah, so that's where we at. Thank you guys for listening. Please, guys, leave a comment, leave a follow the podcast, leave a rating. These things help me out a lot, man. It takes a couple of minutes and give me some feedback. I hope everybody enjoyed today's podcast. Thank you for listening. I appreciate you guys. God bless you guys. Peace.